Some of our best thoughts. As I sit here tonight, can't go to sleep, thinking to myself so many different things. And when you try to put them down on paper, they just don't sound right. They never do. So I figured I'd make a little video entry here and post it to YouTube because that's what everyone does, right? Isn't that what everyone does? Everyone wants to be heard. They think they have this profound thing that no one's ever said throughout the course of time. Or maybe they do it to help. Maybe that's what this whole thing is about, right? We're just doing it for somebody who's sitting at 4 in the morning, can't go to sleep. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to turn on this little device that all of us have, this wonderful device that we have been blessed with, right? Is it a blessing? Is it a curse? I don't know. But the thing is that sometimes we need someone to talk to, or maybe someone to listen to. Maybe something insightful that someone's going to say that might help us through our struggles, right? We all struggle. We all have to go through this life. We can either do it together, we could do it by ourselves. Whether we try to find someone else to go through it with us, right? Whether that person stays with us, friends, family, wives, husbands, whatever the case may be. No one likes to do it alone, do they? I wouldn't suppose so. Maybe some people are content to be alone. I don't know. I'm reminded. I always like to go to the Bible, right, for inspiration, thoughts, and I'm reminded of Paul, how in the Word, he said he was content, right? He finally learned how it was to be content. I mean, what an amazing thing! What a bold proclamation for that to come off someone's lips. I have learned to be content. Content with this life where, if any of us are honest, none of us are satisfied with anything we have. As soon as we get this one thing, we think we're happy, and no, there's something else that we want. And I'm sure I'm not the only one to say this. I'm sure there's thousands of people out there that say the very same thing. But like I said, I'm sitting up, I can't sleep. I'm probably going to make myself some coffee, and I'll put my words onto this video format for you people out there, right? You people that I'll never meet, I guess, unless someone comes to stalk you or something, right? And that's a possibility in this world, right? I don't know, just look up the algorithms. There's just a lot of people that won't even show their face on YouTube because of that same reason, One of the guys I listen to all the time, he never has shown his face, and I can understand why, And I guess I can kind of see why he did that, Anonymity, right? We all want to be, even in our personal, or in our, let's just say, internet lives, right? We put on this fake persona of someone who we claim to be or who we don't claim to be, right? That's the whole social media insight, right? You take these wonderful pictures of how great your life is, and everyone wants to be that life. Isn't that why we watch movies? Oh, let's watch someone else's life, right? That's their life that they're living, and they have it great. But then we see the movies that are, a little bit more real, and I don't know. I don't know really what I'm getting to, but the thing is that I guess my main point is that we go to these things. We go to our phones. We go and listen to all these people. I mean, just think about how many hours of footage is uploaded to YouTube each and every day. I'm sure there's a number out there. I'm sure Google's going to tell you how many hours it is. I don't even think... One of the estimates that I heard, just of videos alone, right? Let's say videos that people aren't supposed to watch, right? Unless we want to, I guess the word is sin, right? I'm sure we've all done this, if we're honest with ourselves, right? But these videos that have been uploaded, it's something like, it's like 1 trillion hours, something like, look it up for yourself. And 1 trillion hours of this footage that no one's going to watch any of this stuff. I mean, we all, there are people who may watch some of it, but no one's going to watch all of it, right? And it's constantly being uploaded because that's what we want, right? We want to feed our sin, our temptation, right? So there's always going to be a market for it, right? And that's the whole product placement of what the TV tells us, right? If we look at it, what are they trying to sell us, What are they trying to promote on us? What agenda do they have? And what are they really trying to accomplish? They're the only ones that know. I mean, the more we dive into this stuff, the more we may see it. But I guess going back to the point, to be content, right? To be content. Content to me means that, like, I'm satisfied. I don't need anything. I mean, food and water, yes, right? We all need food and water, but that's more like to survive. But to be content, like, I have everything that I need. And in that case, he was saying that he was content whether he had everything or whether he had nothing. I mean, he wrote it when he was sitting in jail, right? Paul was in jail writing this, that he was content. He was content sitting in jail. And I guess maybe he came down to the last of himself. Maybe he had some other hope, and because he knew what was coming in the next life, right? Whether you want to believe in the Bible or whatever you believe in, it's kind of a scary thought to think, because no one really knows what's going to happen. We can read our Bible, we can read the Quran, we can read whatever biblical or holy book there is in this world. But at the end of the day, none of us really know what's going to happen. We have texts that say, hey, this is going to happen when you die. Whether it's some kind of nirvana, whether it's some reincarnation, or whether, Jesus came down and everything he said was true, or whether Muhammad was true. Like, no one really knows. No one really knows when it comes down to it. We just put our faith into something, right? Isn't that what faith is all about? We put our faith into something and say, okay, well, I believe that it's going to happen this way. And if it doesn't, well, then I guess I was wrong and I'll have to face whatever, whether it's this or that, or whether it's nothing, right? The atheist thinks there's nothing after this. And this is all we live for, right? So, I mean, for those people who, they die at birth, or they die real young, or they have some horrible cancer, because that's in this world, right? They have some horrible cancer that they have to deal with, right? This is their lot in life, and if this is all there is, it's really kind of a terrible thing, but, that's kind of what they got. And I don't mean to say it like that, but, it is very sad. We live in a fallen world, the Bible says, so in this fallen world, there's going to be people who have it better than others, and there's going to be people who don't have it as well. So I guess my main point, if I even made a point, I'm just sitting here just talking, and it might not help anyone. And I think that's the thing, right? When people, maybe they'll come across this video, maybe they won't, maybe I'll say something, or maybe someone else will say something that will at least entertain them or give them some insight. Maybe they're struggling to sleep at 5 in the morning now, and just getting ready for the next day, I guess. It's these thoughts in our minds that keep us up, right? It keeps us up, and we can't focus on what, I guess we are focusing too much on what we need to do tomorrow, what the case may be. So yeah, I bid you farewell until the next time.